you can, as usually, take a posture that you can comfortably maintain for about 30 minutes. If you need to adjust your posture during the meditation, try to either do that very mindfully, where you are aware of every movement, or you can also try to do that very quickly so that you can just get back to the same or similar state, whichever works for you. But try to not allow, because this kind of visualization can sometimes be a gentle thing depending on how easy for you it is to maintain mental objects of this kind. So yeah, I would kind of suggest to try and not disturb yourself too much during this practice. By taking a few more conscious breaths, try to leave aside some persistent thoughts or questions that might be present right now. You can kind of internally reassure yourself that if there is something that feels the need to be heard right now, that you can dedicate sufficient attention to that later. You can continue to breathe consciously, and you can also kind of create an emphasis of the feeling of breathing. Just a tiny bit of deliberate tension. And you can use that tension to become more aware of your own body. And also become slowly aware of the surface of your body. You can try to allow your body to relax with each breath, and allow your arms to hang. And while doing this, you can feel into the sensations of relaxation on the surface of your skin, on the perceived surface of your body. You can allow your face to relax in the same way. And become aware of the changes on the boundary that separates the inside and the outside of the face. Allow your back to relax. And again, become aware of the back side of your body and of the contact between the body and the space behind it. You can feel the sense of airiness in your belly and the movement of the belly with the breath. And become aware of the movement of the external space around the belly as you're breathing. And your legs. You can scan with your awareness the space around your legs. And finally, the contact with the surface you're sitting on. It feels like you are supported, stable. And now allow your attention to expand to the space around you. And you can see in your mind's eye that you are surrounded by a substance like water or mist or fire, if that feels good to you. That you're fully submerged and surrounded in a substance that's warm and comforting, that holds you and makes you feel safe and relaxed. And a little bit curious, perhaps. This substance allows light to penetrate through, and it fills up every bit of the space. And it feels like a gentle hug. It's not invasive. It feels rather neutral or pleasant, mildly pleasant. The substance is also dynamic, so it can move like the wind moving mist, gently allowing you to see every movement, or like gentle fluctuations of water. You can maybe feel that as if the warmth that you feel on the surface of your skin is there from the contact with this substance. And while tuning into the sensations on the surface of your body, try and see and imagine, if you can, that they all arise from the contact with the surface, that it's a gentle touch of water, or that it's a mist, a warm mist blowing over your skin, or gentle fire, gentle warmth of fire. And if generating images of this in your mind requires a lot of effort, and if it's dragging you away from the feeling of being enveloped in the substance, then try and remember how it feels to be in sitting next to a fireplace, for example. Or try and remember for a moment how it feels to be underwater. And try and feel, rather, how this feels on the surface of your body. Perhaps being underwater makes you feel weightless, or there's a gentle breeze over your face. And allow your mind to flow, your awareness to flow into that substance. So become aware of what's surrounding you. And slowly, while remaining present in that substance that's enveloping you, allow it to take you on a journey over your own body, and notice how each fragment of this substance can experience the contact with your body. So wherever there's a sensation arising on the contact surface, the substance surrounding you is experiencing it as well. For instance, when you exchange a hug with somebody, or when you touch another person, they feel the touch as much as you feel it. So while remaining aware of the thick, filled substance around you, try and feel the feedback that the substance feels in contact with your surface. Maybe some fragments of this thick substance hold something else. Maybe they hold a color, or maybe they hold a density. Each fragment of this space is embodying a quality. Allow the substance to tell you what quality it possesses. If it interacts with something, what does it feel to be in contact? And what is it in contact with? Allow the substance to inform that. And if there is a gust of wind or a wave or any kind of movement in the substance you are surrounded by, you can allow that movement to take your awareness with it and see where it ends up. So as if your awareness was blown by the wind. Maybe it collides with something. Maybe it goes through empty space. Try to feel the movement of this substance, the qualities of how it feels when this substance moves. And again, shift the perspective back towards the contact with your own body and see how the substance feels having that contact. So wherever there is a salient sensation on the body, you can try and see how that feels from the perspective of the substance. And you can allow your attention to move back into the body. Perhaps you can allow any point within you to also inform you about how it feels. And when you feel like it, you can slowly bring yourself back from the meditation. You can maybe take a few breaths if this was slightly dissociating. And yeah, whoever is ready, you can unmute yourself.